Hi, I'm Reg Miller with Propertyrush. I'm here with Rakesh Pathak and Ravi Pathak. I was introduced to Ravi through a local business networking event that he held at his place of work for the business club in Peterborough, and subsequently met Rakesh. They were both interested in buy-to-let property at that time. So first of all, Rakesh, just tell me a little bit about yourself. What do you do?
I'm into IT, and I've been in IT since 1979, and always in Peterborough. That's as much as I can tell you.
Okay. And Ravi, what about yourself?
Yeah, same as Rakesh. Must run in the family. I've been in IT for a long time, and been in Peterborough for the last 45 years.
Wow. Okay. So you're fairly settled here. You know the area as
know
such.
the area. I've been there a long time. Went to school here, and I've seen Peterborough grow really.
Okay. Now, from what I understand, obviously knowing the area, I think you've invested in commercial property in the past here. So you've got a couple of properties.
That's right. And, yeah. Prior to meeting you, we always we still got some properties which are commercial. And when we looked at the market and we found that the growth wasn't there in the commercial, we thought to try a different approach, and hence we liked your idea about buy-to-let. So I would have to look into it, and he's obviously, as a result, has come up with that.
Okay, but as I understand, Rakesh, you've got or had a couple of buy-to-let properties. I think you've still got one on your own before we started talking.
Yeah, certainly. I've got one buy-to-let property already.
Yeah.
And with your scheme, we hope to build on that, and we're looking forward to that.
Brilliant. Okay. Now, in terms of the process as such. What is it, if you just explain a little bit about how you found the process and what we did for you effectively?
Well, I like the fact that the whole process is handheld through by yourselves, right the way from seeking the right property and its potential, right the way through to buying it through solicitors, financing it through the mortgage, as well as once the possession, which we've got now, you're going to look after it for us in renting it and making sure we keep an eye on the return from the investment.
Absolutely,
So it's a total solution. What we liked about it was that you were managing everything on behalf of us while we can carry on doing our work, and you can manage the whole process.
And making sure that the investment is giving a good return.
Okay. How have you found the service? Did you have to do anything personally yourself, really, to get this done?
Well, I guess the hardest thing was just to sign on a piece of paper. I think you've made it look fairly straightforward, okay. And it is so far.
Okay.
And future, well, if it's anything like what it's been so far, future is rosy for us.
Okay, that's good of you to say that. I mean, I just wanted to say that there was a little bit of a hiccup in the process in terms of getting the property completed in the end, because of some mix-up with the solicitor on the other end. So that prolonged the process slightly. But did you find that caused you any particular stress in the process at all?
Well, a little bit, but then we are in business people. We know that these things happen. So as long as your ability to sort this out in a professional way obviously helped us.
And we did, because you completed today. That's pretty good. Okay, so you've got one property now, which we're going to be refurbishing over the next couple of weeks, and you're looking to build on that, and 10 properties as such. What's the main purposes you see property for yourselves? What was your intention with that?
It is primarily for the future, retirement, etc., as well as, I suppose, the next generation, our kids. Basically, that's the driving force.
Okay, so in terms of that, you see it as an alternative towards pensions?
absolutely. Yeah.
Wow, okay. Now, in terms of how we move forward, we've obviously bought the first property, and we'll be looking at buying the second one within 6 months to a year or so. Do you envisage that we'll be utilising any more of your money, or would it be coming from the existing property? What's your understanding?
Well, the scheme as such, when it kicks in properly, it will self-generate income by remortgaging the property, and as we go on, and as a result, there's no need for us to dip into our pockets any further.
That's good. It proves that you understand how the scheme actually works. So that's a very good point there. Right. So just kind of moving forward from that, how do you feel overall in terms of the way the whole thing has run so far for you, and how you think it's going to move forward?
Well, our experience is fairly sort of a rosy one so far. And I don't think with you at the helm we're going to find too many difficulties. Obviously, there are always things that you can't account for, but having known you for this long, we don't envisage any major issues.
Thank you. That's very nice of you to say so. Now, final thing. Would you recommend Propertyrush to other people?
Absolutely. I've already recommended one of my colleagues.
You have, absolutely, yeah.
And then hopefully,
Thank you for
these
that.
things develop slowly, and then being part of Peterborough network, and hopefully other people will see potential, and hopefully, we'll be recommending you more. Brilliant.
Well, guys, thank you very much for your time today, coming to help us to share your experience so far, and I look forward to providing you with 9 more properties.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Take care.
Cheers.